So we're here to discuss analogous structures and its role in convergent evolution. There are many environments that create challenges for their ecosystems. For example, a forested environment that is home to both bats and birds creates the condition for both species that have to jump high and move around trees in order to eat and get food for their offspring. One of the most important ideas for why creatures like bats and birds have developed wings for flight and other characteristics is that their ancestors both had wings, which were utilized in order to assist leaping in forested environments, and both species over many generations adapted their bone structures to accommodate for stronger and more controlled jumps. This function eventually adapted into gliding and evidently for sustained flight, so that birds and bats can navigate their environments with the most efficiency and get enough food for the offspring to thrive. The wings, which are analogous structures, are an example of convergent evolution. Birds and bats are species that are not closely related to each other, and their wings have slightly different variations. But both the wings on the birds and the wings on the bats have the same functions and evolved in response to the challenges of their environment. Another prime example of analogous structures occurring over multiple generations and resulting in convergent evolutionary chains is the fin and body structures of dolphins and sharks. Sharks and dolphins have a plethora of differences, but they've evolved to develop analogous structures for the same purpose in response to the challenges presented by the difficulty of moving quickly in water. Some of these differences include the fact that sharks have scales, whereas dolphins have hair on the surface of their skin. Sharks utilize their gills in order to obtain oxygen in the water, and dolphins have lungs and distill as water when they come up for air. Sharks have a vertical tail fin, whereas dolphins have a horizontal tail fin. And the anatomical structure of a shark contains mostly cartilage, whereas dolphins have a skeletal or bone-like structure. Some similarities between these two animals is the fact that they both have pectoral fins, dorsal fins, a tail, and a torpedo-like body. This makes both their bodies quintessential for surviving underwater.